When I was arrested, I did not think I would be in for very long. Same with Hokseo. We think that after the arrest, 2-3 years, we should be out. Okay? So we were not too worried. You see, when we were arrested, there was an election coming in September '63. And the reason for the arrest, cripple us, was to make the PAP win. Many people think Barisan is going to win. Many prison officers say that Barisan is going to win, and they were quite nice to us, But when the result came out, of course, Barisan lost. Couldn't win, you see. And that was the start of the prolonged imprisonment. So when you're in, the only way to get out is, for them, is you must compromise. You must say things they want you to say. So you are no longer yourself. And that is very bad. You have to say things about your friend. As for me, I am treated differently. I am a doctor, I'm a doctor, and I come from different class of people, and we have different class of people, the upper class, you may say upper social class. And my lawyer at that time was not T.T. Raja, but R.C.H. Lim. So he went to see Tan Siew Sin in Malaysia. And Tan Siew Sin tell him, Dr. Poh is who's nephew and who's all the family ties, because the family knows him, you see, Tan Siew Sin. Like Lee Kong Chian and Tan Siew Sin's father are very close. They know the rubber merchants and are very close. So Tan Siew Sin promised he will do his best to release me. And the order came down from KL to Singapore to release Dr. Poh somewhere in July 1965. Okay? But I didn't know a thing. So I was transferred from Changi to Robinson Road. And in Robinson Road, the first person I met is a director of the special branch, Yung Siu Hua. I went to his office, and he says, Dr. Poh, we are going to release you. Straight. I was a bit surprised. So he says, but you have not made a security statement. We will make one for you. So I said, what are you going to make? Well, I must agree, right? No, he says, it's all right. We are going to say that you, in their opinion, is no longer a security risk. That's okay with me. So they make the statement. Okay? But somehow or other, the order was not carried out. So they kept me there for a month or less, just before separation, because they were talking, right? So they kept me there. I think it was under Kuan Yew's orders. Okay? Did not release. So as soon as separation occurred, the next morning, the special branch was at Robinson Road headquarters, and they said, Dr. Poh, these are the conditions for your release. The usual conditions. TV, recant. Talk about your friends. Have TV interviews, and make a statement saying you're wrong and supporting the government and practically supporting your detention. So I told them, look, I didn't ask to come here. Forget all these conditions, you can send me back. And the same day, they sent me back to Changi. And I went out, I went home, and I had a press interview that very day. And in the press conference, I called Lee Kuan Yew a political pimp. And it was reported by Ilsa Sharp in the Far East Economic Review. And I was told When Kuan Yin read it, he says, I'm defiant, and he's going to punish me. So I was warned, Soo Kai, you better be careful. Okay? But I had my interview, I called him a poker pimp, and why did I call him a poker pimp? It's because he was selling Singapore out to the rich merchants going abroad, to the British.